Howdy ho, y'all. 57 here, bringing you another match of WNBA. This week we face Evie and the Tennessee Tyrannotars. Um, so before I get into my team builder, I will go over his team. He has obviously big threats with Megalopunny, Skarmory, Metagross, Politoed, Aromatisse, Gliscor, Thundurus T, Incineroar, Kingdra, Hariyama, and Vigavolt. So obviously, big thread there is a rain team, particularly with Politoed, Kingdra, and with Thunderous T. I'm very scared of. I was very scared of Thunderous T in team building and Megalopunny as well. Skarmory obviously blocks my Sand Core, so there's a lot of things to consider. So with that in mind, I'm gonna show you guys what I brought. Brought Colorado the Torkoal. Um, Dropped a couple points for even leftover for better leftovers recovery with a mixed defensive spread here because um, wanted to be able to take on like Politoed in the sun maybe a little bit. We have Solar Beam, Lava Plume, Toxic, Stealth Rock. That basically covers all his threats. He doesn't have anything that's hit by Earth Power. Hidden Power Ice for Gliscor wouldn't be especially worth it since this is an offensive spread. I entertain the notions of Shell Smash, and I would like to bring that at some point, but the opportunity has yet to present itself. Um, as the linchpin of our offense, we have Alakazam. We did not speed creep this week. I figured HP wasn't gonna do me much, and I kind of made hasty prep. Um, but uh, we needed a timid nature for like if he was like a something like a modest Scarf Kingdra uh, or something weird like that. I don't know. Actually, like I probably could have ran modest, but we committed to running timid here. Charge beam if we're opportunistic on a Skarmory switch in, then Focus Blast, Psy Shock, Shadow Ball. That cleans out pretty much most of the team. Skarmory being obviously the big issue to deal with. So yeah, so that's why we started with Colorado. So we have something that could freely come out in Skarmory. Skarmory in general is a huge problem for the team. So after that, we got Longo, which is our Spadef monster. Also physical. Basically, this meant to take on Kingdra, which I am very scared of in the matchup, which I am very sure he will bring. Um, we have we kind of found ourselves a little limited. I wanted to bring Defog because I wanted to bring some hazards removal here. I didn't have it on Torkoal, but I really need Haze for like a Dragon Dancing Kingdra, or I really need it for maybe a Sword Stance Gliscor. Toxic to take on for a Politoed switch in, and then Roost and Scald are pretty much mandatory all the time. And I just ran a standard, or what I've been seeing as the, I guess it would be UU or RU standard now. But this thing was OU. Rest in peace. Then we get to an interesting set here. Have our Dragalge here. And with adaptability, this obviously hits hard, threatens a lot of his team. It also comes in on like a lot of his Rainmon and comes in on his electric types, which is a big thing. Which is I very much expect Thunder Steve maybe Vikavolt if he's cheeky. I've seen him bring it. I think he got like, if I'm remembering right, he got like a suit with agility Vikavolt or something. Maybe that was another league I was in. It's hard to keep track of these things sometimes, guys. But Dragalge, yeah, obviously fantastic coverage. T-Spikes. He is toxic overall, is very good on his team. The only his immunities to it are already off the ground, so we obviously could get a lot of chip damage on walls there. Thunderbolt obviously for Skarmory. We have number for nice rounded recovery, max special attack. The rest in Spadef with a plus nature because I want to be able to take things on reasonably well. And then I threw a nominal speed creep because something comes close. Like if you want to run like an Aromatisse speed creep, try to get the jump on me like you want to do. Let's be like a no speed drag algae. Bam, I got him. So that was kind of that's the mentality with this set. I think this could do a lot of work in this match. We have Miss Magius, who uh, ripped through his team. Has a speed creep for Thunderous Therian. It has Nasty Spot, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt for obviously all them water types. Shadow Ball with nice neutral hits, hitting Metagross. Dazzling Gleam, smack around Hariyama, which concerns me otherwise, and gets at least chunk damage on Incineroar, and if he's worn down, could kill it. But yeah, speed creep, and then the rest in HP. It's pretty standard for my building. And then finally we have Scott Sapp the Tangrowth. I kind of mix the spread up here between defense and attack. We went a physical Tangrowth because that's what hits a lot of his team pretty well. Power Whip would hit Politoed better. Poison Jab hits Aromatisse better. Earthquake gets me a good hit on Metagross. Gets me a good hit on Incineroar. So yeah, and then we get to run Sleep Powder for once. So that's nice. We don't need this. We don't need a Spadef. We don't need a Assault Vest because the threats is meant to be taken on aren't going to be. This isn't taking on Thunderous T. This isn't taking on Kingdra or anything. We already have things for that, and we have these guys to take on the special threats. So want this to punish Lopunny, punish Hariyama. So yeah, that's the mentality we went in with our win conditions probably being Alakazam, Miss Magus to Wall Break, Torkoal being important to keep around as long as Skarmory's around, and yeah, let's see. So get into the battle. So, to my surprise, he did not bring Thunderous Therian. He brought both of his sand checks, that's a good thing that sand does for you in prep. It kind of forces them to bring certain mons. He brought Skarmory and Gliscor. He brought both his Rain mons. He brought Politoed and Kingdra. He brought Mega Lopunny, and he brought Metagross. Which, okay, I guess I could see Metagross being pretty good against my team, but I don't know. Alright, so looking at this, we anticipate either a Hazard lead or a Politoed lead. So let's jump right in. He actually goes Mega Lopunny. I expected him to lead with Politoed to lead with Politoed or Skarmory, and this would be the middle ground for me to take advantage of that. But unfortunately, he gets Mega Lopunny in here, so I'm going to go right into Tangrowth. He obviously Megas, fakes out, takes Rocky Helmet. So set doing its job already a little bit. We got Sleep. He brought the very nice, very zesty safety goggles, which is incredibly commendable. Really great piece of prep on his part, especially considering that I brought an assault vest Tangrowth like a lot of times previously, but like just not risking the sleep. Like, good for you, man. Go hard into Torkoal. This is basically the thing on my team that is fine with Skarmory. Like a lot of things, struggle with it. We threw a Toxic, which gets us which was a good read for us. Good thing he didn't go into a Gliscor. This was interesting. He brought a Water Absorb Politoed. He was typing in the chat like that made it seem like he had the wrong ability, and then he Rain Dance. So I may have acted on that a little bit too much on like his So he kind of mind gamed me, and I'm a little annoyed at that. But it's a Rain Dance, Water Absorb Politoed, man. I think I still would have gone for the Sword Beam even if he hadn't said anything, because I wouldn't have assumed he would just like crap, man. But he takes the turn to set Brain. He, but yeah, gets a nice switch in. Kingdra takes nothing from this. But thankfully I'm able to get out of there with Torkoal. I don't have to wind up wasting it. I don't know why he didn't just like try to go for an attack there. I think he probably would have taken a Solar Beam. But yeah, we were able to go into Mantine, the dedicated switch in. We take less than half from Draco. So we definitely did a good job there with our Mantine prep. I went for a conservative toxic. Here I kind of want to scout him. I don't want this Mantine to get toxic, so I go into Dragalge. And he actually turns out to have the HP Electric, which I don't know if that would have. I don't think that would have killed me from the range I was at. I don't think Politoed's not stunning offensively. We get Toxic Spikes up here because, once again, it is threatening to his team. He defogs, and I'm able to get a Thunderbolt. From here, we kind of play a little bit of. I go for a Draco expecting a switch, but he just makes the conservative Roost play. So I decided to go in Torkoal on his anticipated Roost there. So got in fairly freely. Skarmory hasn't done. Skarmory's just kind of walled. Hasn't done too much. Get a Lava Plume, and we get a very crucial burn here. Very nice. That's a bit of hacks that goes my way. So sorry Eevee, but that is the risk you take when you switch a Gliscor directly into Torkoal. He brings in Skarmory, takes nothing from Power Whip there. Torkoal is unfortunately getting worn down, which is maybe a little against our wishes with this set. So we go for a Lava Plume. But yeah, he goes into Politoed. Nice safe switch in for him. At this point, we just get up rocks. We don't have, because if we switch back in, we're going to die, and we don't have hazard removal. That's kind of the spot we knew we were going to be in at some point. But he had defog, so like there was a chance, but yeah, he made a nice read there. Goes into Gliscor on the Thunderbolt, and I go back into Tangrowth, knocks off the Rocky Helmet. Letting his Gliscor get worn down. If he switches out and switches back into rocks, I think he's toast now. So just opt to get Mantine in. Yeah, I go for a nice Roost here so that I could last around, keep on his Kingdra. Yeah, I don't want to, even though I know I'm not going to take a lot from HP Electric, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk a Toxic. So here I'm on Dragalge. Here, instead of going for Thunderbolt, I go for a Draco play and knock him clean out. That would have knocked out Politoed anyway, so that was the right play. That was our middle ground there. And that's the thing I like about Dragalge is that in some situations it just allows you a lot of nice middle ground offensive plays. So yeah, he gets up a sub, and this is scary. We can't mess with this. So we go for an Earthquake. We don't want to miss a Power Whip, and we'll still break a sub. We take 44, so him killing us could be a roll. Yeah, I don't think he doesn't want to mess with that though. So I make the risky choice to stay in. We could have revenge with Alakazam at that point afterwards. So I'm not overly concerned about like just walling Mega Lopunny 100% of the time because we do have means of revenge killing it. We do not that much with Thunderbolt. I get late game Toxic Spikes up here, so that's it's really good. He gets a crit with Metagross, which does limit Tangrowth's ability to wall this a bit. Earthquake, unfortunately, does not do as much. I probably should have just committed more. I don't think I should have split offense and defense the way I did on this Tangrowth set, because that did not do much. But at the same time, I took 44% from a Mega Lopunny, so if I'd invested more one way or another, I could have done. I shouldn't have tried to make this a jack of all trades type of thing. He gets to take us out with the Bullet Punch there. Here we get go for revenge. We predict him to switch out, go for a Nasty Plot, and we are about to get a kill on Politoed here with a nice Thunderbolt. Unfortunately, his Lopunny is able to get in, and he's going to be able to revenge us, but he does have to take a poison. So we do kind of, even in our unfavorable situation, we're forcing an unfavorable situation from him. Here we're able to pressure him and force him out a little bit. I again predict and go for a Charge Beam, which he did switch out. Bullet Punch is not a kill, and we kill him with a Shadow Ball. I'm bummed that didn't get the special attack raise on that. I don't seem to have the best luck with that. You see, we went kill from here, but so Go for a Milground Sludge Wave play. We don't expect him to switch into Skarmory. And Kingdra goes down to combination Toxic Spikes and Thunder Wave or Thunderbolt. We stack Mantine here because we need the other two mons that we have too much because they could beat Skarmory. And Mantine's not really doing anything for us since Kingdra went down. So Mega Lopunny goes down to Toxic Spikes. Dragalge doing a lot of work having gotten those Toxic Spikes up. And by the end of this, I'll just let you guys know that there's going to be a Thunderbolt crit at some point that's going to eventually get Dragalge the kill and win us the game. So we get, there we go. Skip that. So we got nice clean 2-0. Dragalge doing a lot of work. Our offensive threats, Zamin and Mismagius did a decent bit of work, and I think overall our team prep was good. Eevee had a well played game with some like interesting prep choices, interesting mind games and such. But I'm glad I got my mojo. I'm glad I got the upper hand on some plays. So yeah, good game, and thanks for watching, guys. Stay woke.